Hi, Reza. How are you?
Hey, Christian. Good to see you.
Fine. Today we should Raham that want to talk about his research in the context of the Agritech Innovation Group. The title.
Okay.
Okay, I asked him to join before the meeting, so we can. Hi, Abdullah Raham. How are you?
Hi, I'm
We
fine.
don't hear you good.
We don't hear you. Hold on.
So can you hear me clearly now?
No, it's too
Hi.
faint.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Walter.
Okay, how about me?
That's better.
Okay.
Not perfect, but better. Okay. Okay. So about today, Abdullah Rahman, you will have your space in the context of the Agritech Innovation Group, and so you will talk about the sustainable pest and the rodent control system for smart and precision farming. Also, I would like that you introduce your conference that will be Saturday. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Riza, after my introduction, I will give the voice to Abdullah Raham, and at the end, you will give update about the Kwaai context in US. Okay,
Fantastic. Yes. Okay.
perfect. So we do like that. At the moment, I see just Walter, that is my student. Hope that other person will connect. But anymore, Riza, we can share this link to connect everywhere, or we should be
Yes.
careful?
Yes, we can. We can.
So I can spread it over LinkedIn, Facebook. There is no problem. Okay.
No problem. It's a public.
Because we need to push the EMEA chapter. So,
Right.
so I have different groups, so I can ask them. Hi, Gigi.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Luigi.
Hi, how are you, Lisa?
Great. Thanks. I hope you had a restful time. Well, you're back in the semester now, so hope you are getting making progress.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is
we
the
just-
weather? Yeah.
It's cooling down a bit. It's pleasant now to go outside. You're not
Okay.
under siege in your air-conditioned home in as normally would be in Los Angeles, sort of for all of July and all of August, and that normal now is creeping further into September, and it's only finally over the last week or so that it's cooled down.
Okay.
And yeah, so Christian, do you think we can get started?
Yes. Just 1 second, because I shared this link in different groups.
Okay.
One will connect. Okay. By the way, we can wait just 1 minute for see who those will connect.
Sure.
Okay, let's start, Reza. So
Great. So good morning. This is the EMEA chapter meeting, and I'm going to hand over to Christian.
hi to everyone, and nice to meet you here. Today is the meeting number 8 of our bi-weekly public meeting of the Kwaai EMEA chapter. So today, after my brief introduction of what we do in Kwaai, and in particular in the EMEA chapter, we have a special guest, Abdullah Raham, that is a member of our Agritech Innovation Group that will share with us his knowledge about sustainable pest and rodent control system for smart and precision farming. Also, he have good news for Kwaai and also for Kwaai EMEA chapter, but later he will talk about this new. Okay, just I share my screen. Okay. Okay. So, as usual, I want to give a brief introduction of what is the mission of the Kwaai EMEA chapter and also the strategy. Our intent is to build a strong community that work on democratizing AI, also advocating for responsible development. The EMEA chapter is a wide region that is composed of all Africa, all Europe, and also Middle East. So we work in tandem with the US chapter. You can see Riza Russell is the CEO of the Kwaai US chapter, also of the overall association. Okay. We have different program in our EMEA chapter. One is the ambassador program that is still in progress. We are going to launch it shortly. The main purpose of this program is to expand the Kwaai search in order to foster local communities and drive engagement. So for who want to join, they have to think about responsibilities, benefits, and also call to action. So want to join should serve as a bridge between Kwaai and local communities in order to organize events, promote initiative, and so forth. The benefits that who want to join will have is to access to exclusive resource of Kwaai and also very strong networking community and recognition. Regarding the call to action, we encourage all the individuals to apply or nominate someone else in order to be an ambassador of the Kwaai EMEA chapter, in order to spread the Kwaai mission in his region. Also, we have 3 different work groups at the moment. The policy group for the EMEA region that aim to analyze the diverse regulatory landscape and policy challenges and opportunities related to emerging technologies such as AI within the EMEA region. Also, we have the Architect Innovation Group that focus on leveraging AI and emerging technologies to address challenges in agriculture, with particular emphasis on the EMEA region. And as I introduced it before, today we have Abdul Arham that is a member of this group that will talk about his research. And lastly, but not less important, is the cross-disciplinary collaboration group that aim to promote and encourage interdisciplinarity collaboration by bringing together members from different academic disciplines and contexts, also from different professional backgrounds. Just for remember, Kwaai also have a very nice beta program that is suitable for try institution our software that actually is open source. So I invite to everyone that is interested to this program to join and by the webpage www.kwaai.ai/beta. Okay, so now it's time to talk Abdullah Adam with his research, and we are waiting for his news about the Kwaai EMEA chapter. So Abdullah Adam, you are welcome. Please.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for the introduction. So I would like to share my screen now.
Okay.
Okay. So hello. So today I'll be sharing my idea on sustainable rodent and pest control system for smart and precision farming. This project calls okay. Yeah. The problem statement or why I tried to conduct this research in 2019 was because of the problems I identified in Africa, particularly Nigeria. So I identified the following problems, which is by World Health Organization, Nigeria loses 40% of food crops due to the following reasons. The first one is farm techniques. Yeah, the facilities that are used in the farm and the storage facilities and transport. So these are the things, according to WHO, that's contributed to like losses of food or food wastage in Nigeria. So, and then this causes give greater accessibility to rodents because of the poor facilities, poor modern techniques in farming. So this has given like access to rodents, access to pests, microorganisms, and unwanted primates like that to attack our food, and then this has contributed to food insecurity and food scarcity in the country. So I identified another problem or the following problems like that, which is what happened in 2019 when FSM reported that food insecurity results to prevalence of undernourishment, and then the lack of access to nutritious and sufficient food due to lack of money or resources. Yeah, most of the farming activities that has been done in Nigeria or Africa as a whole are done by farmers. I mean, farmers that uses something like food facilities, and then the kinds of irrigation system they use is not modern as well, and then we depend on rain farming. So we do farm, especially rice and other crops like that. We do depend on rain before we go into all such, and these are the things that are causing food scarcity in the country and Africa as a whole. So I identified another problem, which is by GFSI when they ranked Nigeria in 2022 as 107 out of 113 in terms of food insecurity, in terms of food scarcity, in terms of food wastage. So Global Food Security Index employs parameters like availability of food, affordability, quality and safety, and then sustainability and adaptation. So these are the problems I identified and then came up with a solution, as you can see. So the solution is like I envisioned a way whereby we can use AI technology, or I should say AIoT, artificial intelligence, and Internet of Things, and design systems that can monitor both farmland and also farmhouse where harvested crops are being stored. So I identified a system known as LASER, where I read a research by in Netherlands, where some researchers a laser beam or a laser lights, and then try to make a research whether such kinds of system can deter rodents from attacking farmlands. So when they conducted the research, they discovered that both birds, I mean apes, both birds and rodents are deterred by these kinds of technology, meaning once they see laser beam, they tend to run away, they tend to find a way to escape. So that's why I employed these technology back then. And then I made a prototype whereby an AI architecture as a processing unit to forecast crop yields by considering parameters like MPK, moisture, temperature, salinity of the land, of the farmland, and also the electrical conductivity of the farmland as well. So these parameters is what I plan to like feed in as the data for the AI to like forecast or predict the crop yields in the farmland. So I did not envision using Cortex M4 only. So I made use of Arduino Nanoboard, where I integrated when I integrated it with DHT11 sensors for both weather and for both temperature and humidity sensing. Then I employed servo motors and LDR modules. So, and also I employed a trap box where I did something like, okay, what if these rodents, what if pests comes in contact of a light or a laser light, they will have to escape, they want to escape. So in the moment of escaping, so I designed something like a trap box, which we only give them a point, like whenever they want to escape to a direction, there's already a trap box. Whenever they escape to the other direction, there's already a trap box for them. So as you can see from these designs, from this pictorial representation, so I employed a servo motor and then mount it on a pole, and then I mounted a laser beam system to it. So this laser beam system, I try to project it at an angle of 90 degrees so that it will be able to like over the whole farmland. So I employed a mouse or like a rodent trap, a trap box here, whereby if any rodents want to escape into the farmhouse, because of these straight lights, because of the laser beam, they will not want to go to the other direction unless they go to this direction. And while trying to escape into the farmhouse, they will only enter the trap box and will be trapped there. So this was the my design, my prototype back then. And then these wires, these 3 wires you are seeing are the farm monitoring device, whereby I integrated MPK sensor, salinity sensor, and other sensors to it. So so this is a pictorial representation of a part of the system, the pole, and then the servo motor, which like directs the laser lights, meaning the laser lights can move to one direction. It depends on the control, or on how it is being controlled using the IoT mobile app like that. So while I was making this prototype, I envisioned or I looked at the farmhouse as well, whereby the harvested crop being kept or being stored like that. So inside this farmhouse, I had something like coolant. These are the harvested crops.
Abdul, we're getting every other word from. Unfortunately, we're not getting all of your words, Abdul.
Coolant.
So
I had
close to your microphone.
Sorry, Lara, the audio is not recognizable. Maybe there is something wrong from your connection.
So the recommendation, Abdul, is that maybe you record a video of you giving that presentation so that we can post it. I think it's very valuable. Your presentation is very valuable, and we'd like a wider audience to be able to appreciate the detail. So if you could record it offline and maybe send us that recording, I don't know, post it to YouTube or however you want to do it, and then we would include that into the presentation.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you there, Abdul Arham? Maybe he disconnect.
No. Yeah.
No, connected, but we don't hear him.
We connected, but don't hear. Okay. Well, let's continue with the rest of the program. Who was up next? Christian, was it me?
Yes, Riza. Now is your. I wait, Abdullah.
Yeah. Let's wait. Wait a
to
minute.
use a news for the EMEA chapter. So when he will come back, he will talk
Great.
about it.
Okay.
So at the moment, let's you introduce our last news about the Kwaai. Sorry.
Okay. So my preoccupation at the moment is on grant applications. So let me share with you what's in my grant funnel. It is a list of federal grants, but also grants from other sort of charitable organizations. And you can see it comes to a decent amount, 45 million. Doesn't mean that's money in the bank. The probability of getting these grants could vary from 10% probability or even less, and so it's important to fill up the funnel with lots of applications and develop a muscle memory for filling in these grants, so that we've got so you can see we've started here. We've been rejected from 2 Mozilla grants. We started applications for a California Learning Labs grant and an NIH grant. We aborted both of those because we didn't have all the right components and ingredients. But these are all learning experiences. So the things we have in progress at the moment are the privacy preserving data sharing grant. These are all NSF, National Science Foundation grants. So it's funded by the federal government. And you can see here are our deadlines. So I've got a deadline of tomorrow to file for these. And then Monday, another deadline. So the weekend's going to be shot. And then the next few deadlines are in October, and then going out throughout the year. The reason I'm showing this in the EMEA chapter, because Christian, I'd like you to create a similar funnel. Now, in order to apply for those funnels, the EMEA chapter will have to set up a corporation in Europe. A US corporation can't apply for these. So we need a corporate entity, and I'll work with you offline to do that. And we'll go through all of those hurdles. They seem like painful hurdles, but it's very important. In the EU, there's a larger pool of grants available, and especially in the area of democratizing AI and AI for good, and the notion of privacy and individual consumer rights and so on. So we think that this could be a good source of funding for our ambitions, for the things that we want to do. So I'll work with you offline, Christian, to get a similar funnel set up, and we'll go through the steps in order to get them funded. So that's my update on the grant funding activity. I'd like to give you an update on the beta program. So this is what Christian mentioned earlier on in the call. We want to bring personal AI to college campuses, and it'll be chatbots like this that would be running on your campus. Now, if you were to set up a server on your campus of this specification. At the beginning of the year, you'd only be able to run 1 or maybe 2 bots on the server. What we've done at Kwaai is created a multi-tenant operating system for personal AI. And so now you can host 1,000 bots on the same server. And the only thing that's limiting its capacity is the amount of user traffic. And it can probably sustain 100 concurrent users. So that's a big innovation. The Pi OS has democratized AI by making a single server capable of supporting 1,000 bots. So we know the importance of that is if that server was housed in AWS, which the initial versions of these servers were housed in AWS, it would cost you $2,000 a month to run a single bot. So these 2 servers, the one on the 2 bots, the one on the right and the one on the left, or the one on the left, one on the right, were housed in AWS, a $2,000 a month bill. Now we've got it housed in our own data center, or a data center of a partner called iBridge, and it is using not data center grade GPUs, but consumer grade GPUs from gaming PCs. So that drives down the cost, but then our multi-tenant operating system also drives down the cost. And so it makes it a lot more affordable to bring personal AI to your campus. If you don't have the money and the wherewithal to set up this server, then we will, for the period of the beta, host you in the data center at iBridge. So I urge all of you to look at this button, apply to join. Okay, press this button. How many people have applied so far? We opened this up 2 months ago, and so far we've got 31 people applied. I'm going to hide these columns just to show, just to protect the privacy of these individuals. But here's who's joined up so far in terms of colleges. Cornell, University of California, University of Waterloo, Lagos State, College of the Canyons, Swiss Vault. Let's go through them. Campbellsville, Open University Malaysia, University of Quebec. Harvard has joined. Let's see, I think Rutgers is in here, and they're 2 different campuses. So, and we've got Boston University as well. So a lot of important players. Here's, let's just unhide these columns and show you, and great. Here's what various individuals want to do with the code. They let's open that up. Great. Okay. So the majority of them want to provide faculty and staff with an AI tool to try in an academic setting to explore efficiencies and productivity of teaching. Oh gosh, it's quite large. Enhancing student achievement. Okay. So that's the predominant thing. 36% of them, and then the rest have got other needs. The next most important is people want to provide their faculty and staff an AI tool to try in an academic setting and to enhance the student experience. So this is probably this is an important feedback, that it's to enhance the experience of both teaching and being a student. Okay, so now let's look at the people that have signed up. 30% of them are authorized to go and make the decision to deploy AI within their campus. Well, that's a good number. So those are the people that we're going to follow up with and get AI up and running. It's already up and running on 2 colleges. It's up and running at Cornell, and it's up and running at Rutgers. So we're working to get more and more up and running. If you represent a college, fill in that form, and we'll work with you to get AI up and running on your campus.
Reza, sorry, just a question, because people ask me, what about the supported languages? Because, you know, in the EMEA region, not every country speak English. Do you have updates? I remember that something was done for the Italian language. But for example, I can say that I live in Italy, and most of our university have all the courses in Italian language. Something
in Italian language, yeah.
Yeah, so we should think to improve this feature over there.
We should. Okay, so one of the first features that we want to add to the system, I know we played with it, we prototyped, sure, adding Italian. It's not very difficult, because the multilingual capability is part of the text generation. The transformers have multilingual capability, but all the other stuff around that, the voice to text and the text to voice models need to be changed out. And then the user interface, well, we try not to put too much writing on the user interface. If you look here, this UI has got very little user interface. And you can ask questions in, if you were to say in Italian, well, hold on, let's make it, I think I've showed you this demo before, where we go, let me share this tab, say in it. So it works in text form, in Italian. What is Kwaai? Okay, so just purely in text, it should come back with an answer, but it doesn't. Hold on. So right. So it was working at one point. It's not now. Okay, so we will not do a live demo of this, but it's you saw it working once, and so we should be able to get that as an early feature. So that's a very good point. The multilingual capability needs to be top of our list of things we need to do. Okay. Maybe
we can grow up an EMEA chapter group devoted to these items, because in Europe the Italian is not the most common language, as you know. We have Spanish and French that they will cover all the world, also not just Europe. So maybe we will build a specific group that will interact with the US chapter in order to have this mission.
Okay, so we have the product management group within Kwaai is looking at this currently, and so what we should do is invite you to come and join that product management group, and the multilingual capability is top of the list of features and functions.
Perfect.
So that was a really good call. Okay, and I understand that could be the reason why we're not getting many requests from Europe. We've got requests from other sort of English-speaking parts of the world. I see there's like 4 or 5 from Africa, and from even from the Asia Pacific region. But fantastic point. Okay, so those are the preoccupations at the moment. One is the beta is getting ready for release. It'll probably be released now in October, and we're getting close to the point where we can actually test it internally without having to download the code and build it on your own laptop. We are going to be setting up a server in the Sacramento data center, and people will be able to play with the latest version of the code. And then after we've had a bit of, we've eliminated the bugs and we feel it's of a sufficient quality, we'll release it to the colleges that have signed up. Now, we will start with those colleges that are already installed the software, and we'll give them this. This will be like an update, and then we'll go through all of the other colleges and get them onboarded as well. Okay, so that's the end of my report. We're at 40 minutes in. Let's back to you, Christian. What do you want to do?
Okay. I ask if Abdullah Arham is still with us, if he can introduce his news. But maybe yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Maybe without sharing your screen, you will have much more height and white, so your voice may be much more clear. So please.
Okay. Like I was saying, so I conducted a research to like come up with an idea on how to like solve food insecurity in Africa, food scarcity in Africa. So that was the research I conducted. So back then I made use of an IoT device like ESP32, and then created a mobile application to like monitor the whole system. So currently I'm advancing the research whereby I want to make use of an AI microprocessing, AI microprocessor like that. So I'll be making use of a Raspberry Pi to like integrate it with sensors, different sensors module like MPK that like I mentioned during my presentation. So like our MPK sensor, salinity, temperature, and electrical conductivity sensors. So while I integrate these sensors to the Raspberry Pi, so Raspberry Pi, the data that is being read by the sensors will now be stored to the cloud, and then Raspberry Pi, while being integrated, so I'll just make use of the cloud and then make use of an AWS service, and then design the system to the extent that the parameters I mentioned will now be like analyzed in the cloud. So that was the point. So while making the analysis, doing the prediction of the crop yields, and then the forecast of the crop yields will be done. So this will help inform the farmers that, okay, with the parameters, with the number of parameters, or with the parameters values, you should be expecting these kinds of yields. So that is the point I'm going further now in the research. So I've designed a very simple system where I make use of ESP32, and then ThinkSpeak Cloud. So that was an IoT base, while I'm going to an AIoT base like that. So gathering some kinds of more knowledge to see how I can do that. So that's the point state of the project. So thank you. I don't know if you have questions about this. I would like to hear from you.
Okay.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. If you can hold 1 minute later, you can introduce yourself. At the moment, we need just to hand a discussion with Abdullah Adam. Abdullah Adam, you should provide us the news as we agreed. No, the Saturday news.
Okay, yeah.
Please.
So thank you. So on Saturday, we'll be having a conference with my team. So, and then I've introduced to Reza, Christian, and Matt, and other team in Kwaai like that. So Reza, Christian, and Matt will be presenting virtually, and then initially, let me present the agenda so that you can see it like that. Okay.
So it means that we will have our
Okay.
first conference in Africa, Reza. This is very important.
Yeah.
Reza, because we grow up, we moved from Central Europe to Africa. So I am very happy to participate, and thank you very much for guest us. Oh, sure.
Okay, yeah. So this is the agenda for the conference, and then we'll be having like different speakers, like 11 speakers during the conference. So these are the topics, like this will be speaking on AI and the future, and then we'll be having like two panel sessions like that. So in each panel sessions, we'll be having like two panelists, where they'll be the first panel session to be a talk on AI and applications of AI in health, education, and businesses. And the second panel session will be having, whereby I'll be part of the panelists, be having a discussion on AI in agriculture, surveillance, and civic space. So also be having like a product demo, because we just completed a project, an AI project, which we called Novative. Novative is a social media management system, like it's an AI-powered social media management where users can manage all their social media platforms, like Facebook, Instagram, and other platforms like that. So Novative, we have this to help content generation, chatbots tailored to different social media platforms, and also to be able to perform customer review analysis and then intent analysis. So we'll be making products during the conference, and also be having like 4 virtual sessions, and each sessions will be like will be for like 20 minutes. So we have the first session, which will be manned by Reza, from 11:45 to 12:05, which is like 20 minutes, and we'll be talking about Kwaai and PyOS. So we have another virtual session, which will be done by Matt. Matt will be talking about AI and ethics, which will be for 20 minutes as well. And during that, I'll be making a presentation about what Prompto is, and how we are living in the present, and what we envision in the future. So then we'll be having another virtual session, which will be done by Christian, and that will be like applications of AI in EMEA chapter, and that will be for 20 minutes as well. So we're having question and answer for the 3 speakers, meaning virtual session 1, 2, and 3. Then we'll be having the last virtual session, which will be done with an UK-based data scientist, Samuel. Samuel will be giving a demo of how AI can be applied in civil engineering, like that. And then we'll be having the last session, which is an interactive session, whereby participants will be given floor to share their thoughts about AI, to share their thoughts about Kwaai and how they can engage themselves with Kwaai. And last, we'll be having a closing, which will be done by myself. So this will be like 4 hours conference like that. So that's all I have.
Sure.
So I've got some questions, Abdul. Your meeting I'm hoping that you are going to be transmitting it from a place that's got good network connectivity, not the same place where you're at today. Is that going to be the case? Because we did not. It wasn't a good experience receiving the broadcast. Your meeting. What are your plans for the conference?
Yeah, we plan to make use of Starlink. I'm hoping Starlink is going to be stored by how cloudy the sky is
Okay.
today. So having a network issue. I believe that day it's going to be cloudy that will affect Starlink like that.
So you're going to use a Starlink network
Yeah.
connection, and is that
Yes.
up and running already? Do you have it
Yes,
running
yes.
already? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
And that's not what's happening. Are you now connected via Starlink?
No, I didn't connect to Starlink because the sky is too cloudy today and it's affecting the propagation of that.
I see. Okay, wow. So Starlink is affected by clouds. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Of course it would be.
Satellites for communication like that.
Okay. Well, I mean that's a fact of life. Look, I sent you a separate email saying your conference is at 3:45 in the morning my time, so I'm proposing to send you a video instead. Is that okay?
Oh, so that's not a problem. I would just like you to speak, but that's not a problem because I was
Okay.
looking at the time as well initially. So no, that's not a problem.
Okay. So I'm going to send you a video. It's going to be the Cape Town video, and that's about 6 or so minutes. And then I'm going to record another video after that, just bringing everyone up to date about what is Kwaai. Yeah, it'd be difficult for me to attend live.
Yeah, I could relate to
Okay.
that.
Okay. Well, thanks so much.
Okay.
Thank you, Abdul Arham. Okay, tomorrow morning I will contact you in order to refine my presentation. Okay, now it's time to give voice for the new attenders. Before I saw Hajira. Are you there? Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hadra, you can unmute yourself and introduce. There we go.
Yes.
Hi, sir. I'm Hajra Azim, and I'm working as a scientific officer in Pakistan Agriculture Research Council, and my subject is plant pathology agriculture. And I have listened the presentation, Abdur Rahman. Your presentation is very good and very informative for me. And Riza sir, your presentation is also very informative. And I like to work on. I like the artificial intelligence work.
Perfect.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Overall,
So you are
my
welcome.
field is
I suggest you to subscribe on the Kwaai.ai websites in order to get involved if you like.
okay, sir. Thank you so much. And your
Perfect.
session is very informative for me.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I don't know if I can just chip in to what she just said now. I think I'm going to design another system like that, which I will use to gather data like that. So while I gather this data, I can share it with everyone, and maybe Hajra, we can work together about this. While we gather data about the parameters, then we can use like a predictive models to see how AI can predict crop yields like that, and then how we can apply large language models to it, because I'll be looking at how we can apply large language models to it as well to help farmers.
Okay. Please share the link with me. And disease predictive models are very, very important for plant pathology, especially in detecting the diseases. So it will be also very informative for me.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Kindly share the link in the group. Then I will subscribe it and register myself.
Okay, yeah, I will do that.
Okay, if you want, you can share your LinkedIn link over the chat so you can stay in touch from each other. Okay, there is someone else that want to introduce himself. Apart Ajira, I suppose that there is no new person. No, it's okay. So Riza, I think that for today we ended our discussion. It was very interesting, and also I am very happy to have a very nice contribution from Africa. This is very, very important for us because means that our region pulls. Okay, so thank you very much to everyone to attend this meeting, and we will meet again in 2 weeks for our B-week meeting for the EMEA chapter. So happy Kwaai to all. Thank you very much.
Happy Kwaai Day, everybody. Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Sir Abdurrahman, please kindly again share the email that you have mentioned here. Kindly, please again show your email, Sir Abdurrahman.
Aira, Ajira.
Yes, sir. Abdurrahman, you have shared your
Okay, okay, yeah. With you. So let me share that.
Abdul Rahman.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. Can you give me a link to your presentation? It was very interesting about your project for pest control.
Okay. I'm going to share the presentation to the group and see. Yeah, I'm going to. I hope you are on the Slack, right? Slack channel.
What?
I mean, are you on the Slack channel? Kwaai channel?
I'm not. I didn't subscribe any channel into Kwaai because I don't. I didn't subscribe yet. But in next days I will reach some channels. So or the EMEA channel. You mean? Do you mean?
Yeah, I mean Kwaai is EMEA channel.
Okay. So I will subscribe on the Kwaai platform, and then I'll ask you to share your presentation. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much. See you.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, thank you. So Azra, I just shared with you my my emails. You can send an email to me so that we can continue this discussion. So bye. Thank you.